Yo, what is going on, YouTube? This is Josh over here at American AF Dumpster Rentals in Dallas. Trying to figure out what's going on with my TV, so hold on one second. I don't know what's going on. Hope everybody's doing good. Why is my camera all weird? Nope. There we go. I don't know. Another Wednesday. My beard's all crooked. The heck is going on over here? Yeah, it's another Wednesday. Business is. There we go. Got it. All right. What's up? Where's everybody from? Where you at? Let me know you're here. I am. I got up here about a half hour early to try to get everything situated, and I'll be honest with you, I did nothing that I was supposed to do in that half hour. I supposed to do all kinds of stuff. I am flustered, and I am. I started looking at emails, trying to catch up with emails, man, and then I had snack. I had some crackers, and next thing you know, it was 7 o'clock, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get going. I didn't even do my beard. I didn't even turn on the TV. Here we go. Anyways, so yeah, it is Wednesday. It is hump day. It has been crazy around here. Business has been good. On Friday, I believe I had 3 dumpsters total back at the yard, and that's it. And then come Monday, obviously everybody wanted them to be picked up or they were done, so we brought back a lot of dumpsters on Monday. So right now, as of today, I've got a full 15 at the yard. I've got 320s and 325s and one 45 40, and that's it. So 3, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 dumpsters at the yard, which is good because I don't know. I haven't had any dumpsters to do dump or swap outs. I've had to do all pickup, dumps, and returns, and those have just been driving me kind of crazy. So it's good to have some empty dumpsters at the yard so you can do swap outs. Um, like today, I had one that was almost an hour away, and there was no landfill nearby, and I had to go pick it up, bring it back to a landfill, and then to go drop it back off for a swap out was just or a dump and return was just a pain in the ass. So, not complaining though. I'm definitely not complaining because that means I'm busy. Um, New guy, his name is Daniel. So Daniel has been working his butt off. He trained with Kevin. This is the first week where he's by himself. So I've got him in the Mac. He's done really good so far. I'm stoked to have him. If he's watching, say what's up, man. But apparently he watched me last week. He said, "So I'm the new guy, huh?" And I don't even have a name. So his name is Daniel. He will be on the channel. I'm hoping that he will have his own. I'm thinking on Friday he's gonna go and do. We're gonna get some video with him doing his runs in the Mac. So kind of get his perspective. So that's kind of cool. Um, Man, for everybody in Florida and on the and that's been affected by that hurricane, man, I feel for you. I've been seeing videos, just lots of family members, friends, ex-colleagues in the limo industry. A lot of the dumpster guys are over there. It looks like they've been just devastated. I talked to somebody today who uh, there's just not enough dumpsters. There's not enough trucks. There's not enough hours in a day to take care of it. So just kind of crazy how busy they've gotten. So how much work they have, how much they have to clean up. It's just it's sad the amount of devastation that's happened over there. So feel for you guys if you guys are over there. Or if you know anybody over there, check up on them. But let's see who we got in the comments. Anna, what's going on, Anna Lee? How is everyone doing tonight? And how was the week gone? From Gator Dumpsters in San Antonio. Yeah, Gator Dumpsters. Yeah, like I mentioned my week was good. How was your week, Anna? I hope every week is just again, it's just one of those things, up and down, up and down, up and down. But I'm stoked with how it's been. It's a good month so far for us. Daniel the dumpster helper. Let's get it. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you being here, bud. Hopefully, you're not upside down and trying to take care of one of your ball joints or your trucks today. Hopefully, you can relax and just enjoy the view. I don't know. I don't. I just had to throw that in there, but just kidding. Just kidding. Let me see here. This camera's not. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. Braza drums. How you doing, Terry here from Ohio. I believe I'm saying it right. I'm starting my business soon, and I'm here to learn. Well, man, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope I can provide some valuable information for you. Um, on this channel, I just kind of tell my side of the story. That's basically it. There's no real like right way or wrong way. There's only the way I've done it, and the way I've heard about people doing it, maybe or something. But um, this channel is just kind of like the truth, the ins, the outs, nothing but the truth shall help you. No, it's just brutal and honest. My shoulder hurts. I'm tired. Today's been a long day. It's a lot of hours behind the wheel. I talked about a little bit on a video that should be coming out, I believe, on Friday. I don't know. Um, but I talk a little bit about how I see comments on Facebook and I see this stuff where it says, um, how's the dumpster business? And immediately in the comments, you get people like, oh, don't believe the YouTubers. Those YouTubers are ruining the industry or they're just glamorizing it. And I just look at my channel, I look at myself, and I'm like, shit, man, if this is glamorizing stuff, like if I'm literally glamorizing this industry, I'd hate to see what if somebody, the opposite of that, right? Because I show the ins and outs. I show like literally the hard work. I mean, I am behind that wheel, behind that windshield, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 hour days. Um, Sometimes I get lucky with a 6 hour day. I threw that in there, but it's very rare. But it's definitely time consuming. And if you're trying to get into this business and you think it's like a get rich quick type of deal, or it may be physically easy because yeah, you're behind a wheel, you're driving, right? Especially if you got a hook lift. You don't have to get out as much. But my body is like my back and my shoulder. I've had a pinched nerve for over a week now. And the way the truck tosses me around, the amount of hours you got to put in, if you are going to be any successful whatsoever in this industry, in this business, it's a lot of time. It's a time suck. Can you make money in this business? Absolutely. Like you can make money doing anything. You can make money flipping burgers at Burger King, right? It just really depends on what what is success to you. Like where do you need to be at to be successful? Where do you need to be at to be comfortable in life? Um, you know, eh, Success is different for everybody, right? I mean, I could be making $50,000 a year 10, 15, 20 years ago, and to me that was like ultimate success. And to me today that would be like that wouldn't even pay part of my bills, like not just me personally, I'm just giving you an example. But um so, anyways, it's hard work. So if you're learning and starting this business, just go into it knowing that this is a no BS channel. I'm not here to glorify any industry whatsoever because it doesn't mean no good. Why should I glorify an industry so I can create more competition for myself and make it seem like this business is oh so great, so everybody can come in and all of a sudden take food off my table or off my you know off my kids' plates? No, I'm here to just kind of share my story at the end of the day. And don't ever, if I can give you any piece of advice, is just don't ever emulate or build your business trying to be like anybody else or trying to do what you see somebody else do on YouTube, right? At the end of the day, um, we're not glorifying anything. I know Daniel's in the chat. He has a channel. He tells it like it is. Several other guys kind of do. There are some people that make it seem like you can make $1 million a month in this business, and you can sell copper and make $1 million in a weekend, whatever. But that's very rare and in between. I've sold some metals and I've taken some stuff to the scrap yard and recycling, but when that comes up, those guys kind of know what they're giving away, like the people you get the dumpsters from. So anyways, long story short, you guys let me know in the comments below. Uh, are we glorifying this industry or am I telling the truth? My eyes are red today. I barely gotten any sleep. I'm dog tired today. At least I'm not sick. Last week I was sick. Sick. But anyways, I'm better though. I complain too much. My bad, y'all. Ryan, local waste, what's going on from sunny South Florida, man? I hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're doing good. Todd Watson says busy from North Carolina. What's going on, Todd? Appreciate you being here as always, brother. An OG of the channel. Delaware, what's going on? What up? Delaware. GPL is right on. What's up? Karistan, Mrs. Dumpster Helper. We are here, Daniel and I look forward to watching your lives every week, man. So look, the support um that I get from you guys, like literally, and I'm sure you and Daniel understand, like this is so time consuming sometimes. Like doing this and trying to commit on Wednesdays and um just trying to commit once a week to be with you guys. Cause honestly, it does me just as good as hopefully it does you guys, right? Like I literally get like ideas off you guys. We bounce things back and forth. We talk. This is not just well, it is kind of me just talking, but we definitely bounce things back and forth, but the amount of support that I get from you guys is just it means everything. Because otherwise, like there would be no reason to be doing this. Like I truly appreciate you guys being here, spending your time, spending your Wednesday with me. Um, as ugly as I may be on your computer screen or on your TV screen, I thank you guys for just put it on the background, and just have the voice, and you can watch whatever else. You don't even have to watch this, but I definitely, truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys for sure, and all the support you guys give me, especially Mrs. Dumpster Helper. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. I kind of lost my comments. There we go. Ford Muscle, what is going on, man? Lewis, I appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up? Still on the road. What's up, Vegas, man? Glad you're on the road making that money. Making and it's a long days, right? I mean, it's really those long days that really got you working hard. But I wouldn't. Okay, I probably would trade it for something else. I probably would trade it for like a day on whatever. But no, I love what I do. And I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it's just this industry suits me. This business suits me. I've done a lot of different things in my life. I've from police work to security to limousines to indoor soccer facility to a bunch of other little things on the side here and there. Kirby vacuum clean salesperson. um, I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners when I was like 18 years old, y'all. Something I don't ever talk about. Um, I've done lots of different things in my life, but this business, I don't know. I just enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy meeting you guys and just trying to share what little advice I can possibly give. Just doing that kind of stuff. I do enjoy it. Um, I enjoy driving big trucks. I think we all do. Like guys wise, I'm not sure about the ladies, but guys wise, I mean, I had the big old Tonka trucks when I was a kid. I just love driving big trucks. I don't know if that's got part to do what how much that has to do with it or not, but there's just something that's enjoyable about driving just something big. That's why if I could do anything, like if anybody can give me the hookup and I could drive one of those big old earth movers, what are those called? Those like six wheelers at the landfill that just with a dump bed that just move dirt back and forth. If I could drive those just for a day, I just want a day to drive one of those big old things. I think I would be like a kid in a candy store. So if anybody can give me a hookup at the landfill and just let me drive one of those for a day, I would really enjoy that. I would love to make a video off that. Man, pinching the nerve. You need to go to the chiro and get that worked. Yeah, I used to have a chiropractor, but he was all the way in Dallas, and just he was good. He would actually lay me on a table, put a towel around my neck. I've tried to get my kids to do this, but they won't do it. But surprisingly, they won't do it. You think that you give them an opportunity to wrap a towel around your neck and yank it hard. I could probably hurt something if I let them do it, but lay me on a table, wrap a towel around my neck, and then he would just pull, and it would be like a decompression. And I found him off TikTok because he has those viral videos where like he pulls people's necks and they like, next thing you know, they haven't walked for 10 years, they can walk or not walk, but you know what I'm saying, things like that. And so he was good, but he was all the way in Dallas. To try to get there at 9 o'clock in the morning meant I would have to leave extra early from my house, which is a lot farther, and try to beat Dallas traffic. So I need to find somebody local that can help me because it sucks. It really sucks. All terrain overlander, what's going on? Josh, in your opinion, and knowing what you know now, for someone who is thinking of getting into the business, is it better to start with a trailer or just pull a trigger and get a hook lift truck? That's so hard. That is a hard question. I'm going to tell you why. Because it really depends on your own situation, right? Your situation. Because if I had money, right, um, and knowing what I know now, and knowing that I would have been successful, like I'm not, I'm successful in my eyes. I'm getting to where I want to be to become successful, right? When I say successful, I mean that it actually works. My idea, my um what is it called, like a market test or whatever, my testing the market to see if there was a need in my community for dumpsters, that actually worked, right? And there is a need, there is a need for better customer service, there's a need for more technology in this industry in my area, there's a need for not treating people like a number, there's a need for non-franchise companies that come in and act like the mafia and say you can't do business with anybody but Waste Management, how dare you. There's a need for that in my community, so knowing that now, yeah, I would have probably have started with a hook. And I say it again, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'll say it 100 more times on this channel. I only went hook because that was the opportunity that presented itself to me at the time. I went to Keystone. I believe I went to go pick up some dumpsters that I ordered, and he points at a truck over there. He's like, "Hey, this is Bram, by the way." He points at a truck over there. He said, "Hey, Josh, we're gonna start building trucks over here." This is before they built trucks. This is before they built their own trailers. They were only doing dumpsters. He said, "We're going to start building trucks over here." And that Hino is going to be the first one. I said, "Really? That ugly thing right there is like 2012. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't nothing new. It was just a 2012 Hino." He's like, "Yeah, that's going to be it." It had the box sitting next to it. So it was a box truck. He's like, "We're going to get a hook lift. We found a hook lift. We're going to put it on there." And I said, "Well, what are you going to charge for it?" And I think he said at the time, I don't remember. I think it was around 50,000, 45, 55, something like that. It feels like it was years ago, and it was years ago, but it wasn't that long ago for me to forget. Um, but he says that's how much it's gonna be, and I said, "Well, I think I want it, Bram." Like, so I was literally the first buyer of their trucks. They're rolling out their trucks. I had truck number one, and I'll tell you, all terrain. I'll tell you right now, if he would have told me that he was gonna put a cable hoist on that truck, I still would have bought it. Because at the time, I honestly didn't even know much about hooks. I didn't know there was nobody talking on YouTube about hook lifts other than one guy, and I forget his name. Uh, he's from like Louisiana or something like that. He had trailers and then he went hooks, but never really watched him that much. I didn't really watch very many YouTubers to be honest with you. And I didn't know much about hooks, but I was like, okay. I mean, I want that truck. You know, if you guys are gonna build it, I want that truck. So that's why I went hook lift. Now it seems like the fad or the cool thing to do, or you must get a hook lift to be successful in this industry, and that's total BS in my opinion. Um, it's almost a little bit opposite to that, right? It's you. There's a little bit more challenges when you go hook lift, at least in my area, right? Because there's not that many companies around here yet that have hook lifts. So you should absolutely, if you go hook lift, you get cable cans, right? You get both dual hook cans. You get the hook dumpsters as well as the doghouse or the cable pull attachment on the dumpster so that in case your hook lift goes down, you have somebody to back you up, right? Um, other objections to hook lift are going to be, you know, you can't haul between 12-foot and 22-foot dumpsters like you could on a cable truck. Okay. On my hook lift, on my tandem, I can only haul 16-foot dumpsters to 22-foot dumpsters. I can't even haul my own 14-foot dumpsters that I have for my swap loader because it's too short. So that's a what's the word? That's a negative of owning a hook lift. There's several negatives, but the positives, in my opinion, far outweigh the negatives. Okay, and the positives for me are I don't have to get my lazy ass out, 20 different times to hook up a cable. I don't have to slide my hand down that cable and get poked in the hand or worry about replacing my cable winch or my cable or worry about replacing my winch itself because it burnt out. I don't have to worry about um, any of that stuff other than my hook. I have to um, grease my jib every now and then. I have to grease my rails like everybody else does, but it's much safer. And to be honest with you, it's 100 times faster. So yes, there are a lot, in my opinion, hook lift outweighs cable pull by a lot. However, there are lots of negatives, like I said. Um, so knowing what I know now, I could have bypassed all the BS and gone straight to hook lift. However, um, trials and tribulations, hard work, all that stuff builds character. And in my opinion, I don't know if I would be where I am now if I went straight hook lift to begin with. I don't know if I would have had to. I don't know. I don't know if I would have had to. I don't know. You kind of have to go through shit sometimes to get to where you want to go to, or get to where you want to be. And if you try to bypass it right away, um, you're kind of missing the journey, right? Like this was a journey for me. Like if you watch my intro, there's a reason I have my intro laid out the way I do. I literally went from. I'm not saying this is a way for you to do it, but this is the way I did it. I went the hardest way possible. I went from old truck cargo trailer to, hey, I want to get a dump trailer because that thing, those guys dump really fast. To, I want to go to the roll off trailer because I don't have to get 10 different dump trailers. I can get one trailer and 10 different dumpsters. And I don't have to pay for 10 different registrations. I don't have to, I learned this all like the hard way in my opinion, because there was nobody really guiding me. So then I went to a roll off trailer, and then I went to the hook lift truck, and then I went to new hook lift truck, then I went to tandem hook lift truck. Um, so that was a really long answer to your question. I don't even think I answered your question, but um, I enjoyed my journey. I enjoy the process. Um, in the moment, I may not have enjoyed it when I was shoveling 3 tons of dirt out of my um, mesh cargo trailer, my metal mesh walls cargo trailer. I didn't enjoy that, but I enjoyed the process. It kind of made my business to where it is today, and I grew my business as my business grew. I didn't force the business to grow into something that it wasn't, or it didn't have to like build a field of dreams and then hope the business will come. No, I I waited until I had enough business before I made the next jump, before I made the next jump, before I made the next jump. Another perfect example of this is when I opened up a indoor soccer facility in Waxahachie. The closest indoor soccer place was like 40 minutes away in Midlothian. So I opened up a small one, proof of concept, very, very small, 10,000 square feet building. And instead of opening up a huge soccer field or huge soccer place because I couldn't afford it, I rented a 10,000 square foot warehouse, and I built it with an employee of mine in the limo company, my shop guy, and my dad. We built the soccer field. We built the walls. We bought the acrylic for the walls, kind of like a hockey. It was an indoor soccer facility, so it's almost like hockey but soccer, right? So it has the hockey walls, glass walls, acrylic walls, and we built it all ourselves. We bought nets off, you know, nets that go all the way around off of Craigslist. I think I paid $1,000 or $1,500 for the nets. um, and I bought used football turf. Now, mind you, how ghetto this was, that I bought used football turf off Craigslist, and they came in strips of like, I think probably say they were about 3 feet by about 50 feet rolls. And I'll never forget this. I bought these rolls because, again, proof of concept. I didn't know if this was going to be successful or not. So I thought they were going to be nice and green, plush, rolls. And here they are. I've got a seven over here, a big old seven, like the numbers on every 10 yards. I've got, not seven, yeah, five over there, a three over there, a two over there, one. It was so ghetto. And then I found somebody who does turf paint, so I hired this guy to come over here and paint over the lines and paint over the numbers. And then it was a different shade of green, so it looked even worse. I'll never forget, there was this one patch kind of right in the middle that kept coming up. We glued it down. Mind you, we didn't know what we were doing. We went to Home Depot, we bought um, flooring glue, and we glued down this turf to the concrete floor of this warehouse. All the pictures are all online, guys. If you guys go look at the indoor soccer spot in Waxahachie on Facebook and you scroll all the way to the beginning, you'll see like where me, Daniel, my dad, we were building it, and we documented the process on Facebook. And anyways, I say this to say that that place is still open to this day. 6 months after it opened, I was able to afford $25,000 worth of turf, brand new turf. I put in a brand new, well, not brand new. I put in a used 20,000 ton AC unit, I believe it was, outside. We put in a lot of money into this place because we We were able to prove the concept. We were able to prove that the community wanted an indoor soccer. But I didn't start at the top. I didn't start with $1 million facility and then just hope that people would show up. No, I did it with a $20,000 budget, and I went over that budget by about $10,000. I mean, I'm telling you, when I tell you I that's $30,000 in used turf, in walls, in acrylic, in nets, in scoreboard, in wood for the goals, in bleachers that I bought, heaters because we had no heat in there, so I bought those little portable propane heaters inside. I put them on both sides of the bleachers. We had actually 2 fields, a field and a half, a very large field. It was not a very large, it was a large field for there. So it was 50 by 100 feet. And then I had a small field for the little kids, like the little 3, 4, 5 year olds. And that was, I think it was like 25 by 50, half of the big field. Um, so with $30,000, we turned, and including the rent, including the first month and last month's rent, we turned that place into an indoor soccer facility that I was able to sell 2 years later for, I believe I sold it for like 90,000. And like I said, it's still open to this day. My daughter still plays her adult leagues. Um, so prove the concept first, prove there's a need in your community before you go all out and spend money. That would be my opinion. That was a really long answer, but it was a good question, man. I hope I helped you. Yeah, real glorified, especially when you get the landfill after 3 p.m. in 100-degree weather and take a big wave. You know, Anna, I believe the morning sometimes too. The heat definitely, but the mornings, there's something about the morning dumps that like reek. I don't know if it's because the farmers all dump their um the shit, or what do you call it? It's not shit. What is it? The manure, the fertilizer. I don't know. I don't know if it's because they dump all theirs first thing in the morning, but sometimes you'll park right next to it in a big old pile of heaping shit, literally, and it's just steaming because it's so disgusting. The mornings too are almost as bad as that 3 o'clock, 100-degree weather. I said a long time ago in one of my videos, I wish there was scratch and sniff uh, on YouTube because some of these guys they just wouldn't want to do it. They get a big whiff of that and they just be like, nope, 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 not doing it no more. Everybody has their own journey and their learning curve. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and this is just one. Um, but it's something powerful when you can share your journey. You know what I'm saying? There's something that's like, I don't know, just I love I watching a guy, and Victor, his name is, I don't know, he's on YouTube. I've been watching him lately. He's kind of flashy, you know, he drives a Lambo or whatever, but he does landscaping. Uh, he drives a, you know, but I don't watch him because he drives a Lambo because I would never want to even own a Lambo, to be honest with you. I don't care how much money I ever had. Um, But the guy's a hustler. He's a worker. He works for it, and whatever he spends his money on, I'm not hating on him. If he wants to buy a yellow Lambo, go for it. But the guy's literally working day in and day out. It just He's a landscaper, and I enjoy watching that because I don't know, because I relate, kind of, because I feel like um he's my kind of guy. He's my kind of guy. Just works, just a real dude on YouTube showing his journey, his you know, and to me, that's enjoyable. That beats watching any kind of TV show. What 3 dumpster related YouTube channels do you keep up with the most and find the most helpful? I know there are so many. Oh, Delaware. All right. Well, obviously, number one is going to be Daniel. Um, I keep up with Daniel. As far as okay. Daniel for sure. I love Rolling Ops. That dude is also a hustler. He's a worker. He's just nonstop. Um, and a third one. You know, I used to watch Life's Apprentice a lot. I really liked him. We may have had a little bit of a butting of heads when it came to talking about roller skates or driveway protection, but I still like the guy. I think he's a good dude. I, just because we don't agree doesn't mean he's not a good dude. I think that there was just a there was a perception that there were shots taken or something like that because we didn't agree one time when he stated that, you know, people shouldn't charge for driveway protection, and I said I'd charge for driveway protection. Um, Mind you, I protect people's driveways all day, every day. I don't scratch up or damage anyone's driveway. But if they wanted an extra layer of protection, then I was going to charge for it, and I still do. Um, just the way I run my business. I'm not knocking anybody for doing it any different. But those three, I love. I've always enjoyed watching Justin's videos, his different camera angles, um, his hustle. So I think he's doing more hunting videos now. So yeah, good question though. What's up, Alexander da Silva? Appreciate you being here. I know I've got to be glorifying the industry when I show my near dumpster fire problems. You of all people, Daniel, are definitely glorifying the industry. Let's be honest, man. Um, you are glorifying it beyond glorification. I don't even know what that means, but it's real, dude. Like it's real. The struggle is real. You know what I'm saying? Like again, you see me now in a tandem truck, just sitting there and maybe looking like it's easy, right? Doing the deliveries. But you don't forget, it wasn't that long ago again that I was shoveling those 3 tons of dirt out of my trailer, that I was hand unloading a 15-yard cargo trailer in 100 and 115-degree weather in the middle of summer here in Texas. It's not that long ago. So while I may be here now, that doesn't mean I've always been here or it's always been easy or glorified. I busted my ass. Um, it's just maybe you guys have joined my journey at different steps of the way, and you haven't seen some of it. I show when I've gotten my ass stuck in 6 feet of mud because my dumb ass had no idea that the ground was to be that soft or that my truck was that heavy, and I was stuck there, and I had to pay $550 to get myself towed out of there. Um, I show that. I show when I have a blowout and my truck is broken down on the side of the road. I think I even showed when I had an accident in the Hino. I believe I showed it, a very small accident, which I won, by the way. I've showed the goods, the bads, the uglies, um, and I'll never forget. There were people that will point the finger and be like, "Oh, I followed people's advice on YouTube, and I went out and I bought, 20 dumpsters, and I bought a brand new truck, and my phone's not ringing." Well, no, no, I never told you to do that. I never, ever, ever, ever would I tell you to go out and spend all that kind of money without actually building the business first, without actually knowing that you're going to get business first. If you have money to spend, go all out there and spend it all you want. More power to you. But if you value your money like I do, um, yeah, you're going to hold on to that money a little bit longer. You're going to make sure before you make an investment like that. Daniel, you're so guilty of that, man. Glorify guy. Let's see. The Ring Dinger Chiropractor. Is that his name? I don't remember what his name was. I'd have to look it up. Oh, my phone's up. I'd have to look it up. But he's out of Dallas. He's got all these tattoos. Um, he's kind of a built dude. Um, but yeah, I think that was him actually. Um, he had his, and he's on YouTube too because he had a YouTube silver play button in his chiropractor office, which I don't have here, by the way. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, subscribe, smash the notification bell, and share these videos, guys. I've been putting out a lot of videos lately. I don't know what the whole point is. I'm really trying to up the channel, just kind of show again my journey a little bit more, my process. I'm trying to show a little more of the day to day. This is not like a sit here and education channel. This is not a do what I say channel or you can make $1 million. Like I said, we already talked about that. This is just again my journey. So I'm just showing you my journey. Come along with me if you want to. Hang out. It gets boring after a while, believe me. But it is what it is. This is what we do. So it's a hard business, says Matt. Driving all day in the city where your weight changes from one job to the next, navigating the landfills, not knowing what the day will bring, and you have to get clients. It's a constant struggle getting clients. That's a good point too, especially if you're doing the retail side of things, right? Because how many? I mean, your average person will book what 5 dumpsters in a lifetime, maybe, if that. So yeah, each customer is new. Each customer you have to keep going after and trying to get a new customer over and over and over. The lifetime value of a client is is just ridiculous. But the commercial side of things, right, is a little bit different. So it's almost like two different businesses, to be honest with you, is the way I look at it. But very good point, Matt. My nose is stuffy. Start with a 2000 F-250 diesel or finance a new truck. What's your experience? So I started with a what year? What year is that? I want to say it was a 2008 F-350 is what I started with. If you have a 2000 F-250, use it um, instead of financing a brand new truck. Um, and this is coming from a guy who just bought a brand new truck, but I'm in a position where I can. Thank God. Thank God I am. Um, but if you're just starting out this business, why screw up a brand new truck, taking it to the landfill? And if you do get a brand new truck, don't go out and get um if you do get a brand new truck, don't go out and get like a Laramie or a Lariat or a whatever the King Ranch, whatever it may be. Get yourself a tradesman base model. That's what my my 2500 is. More than suffice, right? I love that truck, and the only reason I bought a new truck is because that one's ticking. That one's literally a ticking time bomb. Possibly because it's a gas engine. I wouldn't have if I did it again. If I would have done it again, or if I had to do it again, son of a bitch, I would. Excuse my language. If I had to do it again, I would have gone. I should have gone diesel. I enjoy my Hemi. I love my Hemi. However, uh, th- the gas is not where it's at. It doesn't last as long as a diesel. So, anyways, me personally, in my opinion, would be start with a 2000 F-250, test out the market. You guys help me answer that question as well. Help me answer this question. What do you guys suggest? Give me 1 second. Let's go to the next question. I'm in my Zoom. I got somebody getting my windows tinted on my new truck, so he just said it's ready for pickup. Let's see here. And it says all terrain. You have to try to see if you like it. First, I would say go ride with someone, then make a choice if you can. Yeah. Her response to all terrain. I actually have a ride along, I believe, scheduled on Friday. I don't promote those. I don't like doing those, so don't. Unless you have nobody else to go ride along with, let me know, and we can schedule something if you want. I do charge for it, but I'm not trying to sell that. I don't. I'd rather not because it's kind of awkward. But if you have somebody in your area who you can ride along with, absolutely do something like that. It is a heck of an experience. It's eye opening, guys. I've never ever, and this is true, honest, and I've said it before, but I've never been to a landfill before I started this business. Like the first time I was in a landfill was literally the first time I had to go dump a dumpster or a cargo trailer. Ridiculous. It was talk about jumping in. Um, yeah, I've got some things I want to go over, guys. Just a couple quick little comments on Facebook that we can go over. Really appreciate your help. And now I'm getting ready to start up at the end of the year. Congratulations, brother. Um, let's see here. Just want to say thanks for giving us the good and the bad. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Prentice even said in one of his videos he might start charging for some things now as time has gone on. And again, there's nothing wrong with how we do business. I mean, literally, I would never, not that he did, but I don't knock somebody for how they do business. How you do business, how you see fit. That's why we are our own business owners, right? If I wanted to just go with the grain, I wouldn't be a business owner. I'd, go work from a 9 to 5. Again, nothing wrong with that. But my point is like, we are the business owners. We set the rules in our own business. And I'm just giving you my opinion, but that doesn't mean that's how you should do it, and that's how you want to do it, or whatever. You can change anything in your business because you know what? It's your business. If you want to do a 1 day rental instead of a 7 day rental, go for it. I did it. I turn those cans as fast. If you want to do a 15-day rental instead of go for it. Like, do what works for you because it's your business. You set the rules. And if somebody doesn't like it, they don't have to do business with you. It's that simple. Um, but yeah, why knock somebody for how they do business? I mean, just do what works for you. If you can charge for it and you can get something out of it, great. If and I'll be and another thing is that more so than any other business owner, your customers will dictate whether you can charge for a service or not. Not Joe Schmo down the street, not your brother or your sister who's always sticking their necks in your business, not waste management. Your customers will dictate to you whether or not a service is worth being selling. Right? If they buy it, um, then good idea. So here's another prime example in the limousine industry. Right? I was in the limousine industry for 16 years before I sold. Right after COVID, uh, up until COVID, drinks were always free and included in the dumpster rental. Okay. After COVID or during COVID, we had to literally take all the drinks out and throw them away if people didn't drink them. Normally, cans of soda beforehand, they would come back in the cooler. All the cars had coolers. Cans of soda or waters, they would be reused or cleaned or whatever. But as nasty as that sounds, that's common practice. Like if somebody doesn't drink a Coke, we would provide two. It depends on the size of the limo. We would provide, two cases of Cokes, two cases of Sprites, two cases of water, whatever it may be, right? And if somebody, they didn't drink it all, they only drank a few drinks. Well, yeah, absolutely, we're not gonna throw away those drinks. But during COVID and after COVID, we decided, well, because we had to throw them away, because if so happened they'd just been touched, even though we would fumigate and clean or whatever it is, we decided to start charging for drinks. So we started making drink packages. And my lord, people were just losing their mind when they knew that we were selling drinks and making. And I'm not talking about customers. I'm talking about other limo company owners. They were losing their mind, um, because they're like, "You're charging for drinks. That should be a given. I can't believe you're charging for drinks." Yada, yada. We were charging drink packages. The drink packages started at $55 for a drink package. If not, you're more than welcome to bring BYOB. Bring your own, or D. Bring your own drinks, or BYOB. You can bring your own beer and wine or liquor, whatever you want to, as long as everybody was over 21. But anyways, my point was, guess what the market was telling me? The market was telling me, yeah, they're fine charging. They're fine paying an extra 55. If you're paying $500-$600 for a limo, it's okay paying an extra $55 for drinks, and they don't have to worry about going out and buying their own drinks, or putting them on ice. We had an ice machine. We would pour in fresh ice over the drinks, and boom, off it went to your location to pick you up. With By the time it got to your location, nice and cold. Okay, um, we were one of the first to start charging drink. Not one of the first that I know of to charge for drinks in our packages, like limos and party buses. A year or two later, guess what? They almost all started doing it because they saw that it was working. Um, that knew that we were doing it. So the customers dictated that there was a service that was needed, or that they were willing to pay for that service at upcharge. And why should I give them? Why include things for free that cost me money? Right? There's different ways you can argue that, but bear with me for 1 second, right? Like, if I go to Walmart and I want to buy a pair of shoes, they don't throw in a pair of socks for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying for that. I may be paying extra for these shoes. I may be paying for some, I don't know, really nice shoes at Walmart. I don't know what nice shoes you can buy at Walmart, but I'm sure there's some really nice ones. But I'm paying top dollar for these shoes. I'm not getting socks for free. If I go to it's an a la carte. If I go to a restaurant, I pay for my sides if I want extra sides. I also get free sides. But I hope you guys are getting what I'm laying down. It's just the way I look at it. So again, come up with an idea. If it works, great. Same as insurance, right? I offer dumpster insurance. Hardly anybody books it or pays for it, but if they do, guess what? It's on there. They can decline it. It's 5% of the fee, and if their contractors damage the dumpster for any reason, or they damage it, it's covered by the insurance. Has anybody used it? No, it's an option. It's there. Um, if I wanted to really claim like somebody damaged something, I'm like, hey, well, you damaged it. You damaged it, with your forklift or your skid steer or whatever. You damaged the handle or whatever. And I actually wanted to charge the customer and be like, hey, it's gonna be about $100 for my welder to come out here and fix this. And they argue with me. Well, if I had an option in my booking process that they went through when they booked the dumpster and they declined like the damage waiver, well then guess what? I can easily say, "Sir, ma'am, but you declined the damage waiver, so unfortunately we do have to charge you for this." It's more of if when they don't do it and there is damage, I can rely on that on top of the contract to kind of say, "Hey, you do kind of owe me for this damage. This is why you owe me for it." Again, hopefully that makes sense. Turtles Dumpsters here. Hope everybody's doing well. What's going on, Turtles? Hit that like button, says Daniel. Please, please, please do. I do definitely appreciate it. Rieger Dumpster Rentals, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being here, brother. The only reason I bought a new truck is because my old truck was paid off and too small to pull my trailer. I couldn't find a cheap used truck, especially nowadays, right? And again, my truck, my 2500, is damaged. I still have to fix it, and it's also paid off. So yes, I agree with you there. I was able to buy my new truck as well because of that, and I can pull a freaking house with my 3500 now if I want to, not just a trailer. But I like my truck. Used versus new has been a battle for me back and forth. I've gone through so many troubles with old for years. My next will be new, new to new, next to new. Yeah, man. I know you go through some troubles, bro. But you take them on the chin. You take them very well. You know how to fix them. You're good at repairing the trucks. I know it takes up a lot of your time. That's what you really got to weigh, right? Is it worth your time now? Now that you are busier, maybe before when you had more time on your hands and you weren't as busy in the dumpster business, well, then you had more time to put towards a vehicle that needed more time to make it run better versus now it's time versus money, right? Would you rather pay to have somebody put on hydraulic hoses on for you, or would you rather put them on yourself, right? Um, and it's like, or you got some weirdo saying, "Hey, you should be able to do that." Like they're easy. Just no, it's actually a lot of work, and it could make a huge mess, and you could screw something up, whatever. And at the end of the day, maybe it's better to just pay somebody to do it versus doing it. So time versus money, right? Stiggs, what is going on from Northern Lake, Northern Lower from from Northern Lake, Michigan? There you go. What's going on, Stiggs? Northern Lower Michigan. How is Florida? So we're gonna go over real quick a couple of these things right here. Just some comments on Facebook, and let's see here. I've got them already up, so let's go over them real quick. Nope, where's my screen here? Screen share. All right, here we go. How do I hide this? I don't know. Let's see here. So these are the top five comments or posts that were on the Dumpster Rentals 101 group this month for the month of September. Stephen Holsley says, "What is one marketing tool or strategy?" So I'm going to go over these and then we're going to all answer them together, guys. So, what is one marketing tool strategy that you saw help your business the most? I'm currently doing all I can for free on Facebook and Facebook groups. $3 a day in Google Ads. Surely he doesn't mean $3 a day. Calling smaller construction companies in my area and yard signs. Been in business for 2 years. Happy with how it's growing, but thought with all my efforts, um, it might be scaling a little quicker. Maybe I'm just impatient. That's a big one. Maybe I'm just impatient. Just wanted to get feedback from the guys with 10 plus dumpsters on here. If it was certain strategy they saw change their growth. So, what marketing strategy did you see that changed your growth? One of the top comments here. It says I use DRS for scheduling and web, Google Ads, and 750 per month. Uh, Google Ads 750 per month. SEO, and I have 14 cans in the truck and trailer. I rent 1 day, 3 day, and 7 day rentals. Did 90 rentals last month. Lots of flippers. So with that being said, guys, that's one of my top answers right there is using a software that's kind of an all-in-one, right? A software that does inventory management, a software that does um, the online booking, all my back end, because again, I was just talking to Daniel today about how I would probably lose my pillow if it wasn't on my bed because honestly, I lose everything. So there's no way in heck I would have 5, 10 dumpsters without losing them every single week. So I definitely needed, I'm the kind of person that needs something physical to see. And to me, DRS really helped me out. Now, there's a huge problem, a huge debate going on with DRS right now. Not problem, but they did raise their rates and people are kind of losing their minds about it. But we all need to raise our rates every now and then. I mean, if we, I don't know, I've got a lot to say about that, but we can talk about that another day if somebody wants to talk about that. But let me know what one thing or what one, this is what he says, and unfortunately, that's my other point though, is I don't think there's any one thing. I've said it before as well. There's not one magic pill to take to say this is what is going to change my business. It's a lot of different things. You have to do everything. You have to Your one thing is to put yourself in front of every single place that you can possibly think of that your customer is going to be looking for your services for. So, whether it be Facebook Marketplace, Google Ads, Google My Business, SEO, your top 10 organic listings, whether that be on the Facebook local market groups, all that kind of stuff on Yelp, Yahoo, uh, Bing, yellowpages.com, all that stuff, Better Business Bureau. There's not one thing, one magic pill. You have to do everything, everything. And you just got to take the time to literally do, take the time, put your listings everywhere. Uh, there's not one thing. That's my biggest answer to that question. You guys let me know, am I right or wrong? And what you guys think. But what's the one thing that helped you the most, I guess you can say, is what he said. So that's one. Rubencito Herrera. Rubencito Herrera. Just tried to pick up a really, really heavy dumpster. I think I added really. That said they would put a little bit of concrete and wood and ended up filling it with dirt. Tried to pick it up, and all I did was bend down the frame. Could I get it heated and straightened? Couldn't pick up the dumpster, and now the frame is like this. So let's see what he's talking about. Oof. That's terrible. That's no bueno. And that's where it's bent right here. Yeah. Looks like it's a Texas Pride. And those are pretty stout rails, but you can tell it hangs over. Is that like a two? That looks a lot more than 2 feet. That looks like a 4 foot overhang. Dang, that's a really long overhang. No wonder he bent the crap out of that. There's got to be no dump angle hardly on that trailer. Yeah, look at that. Oh my lord, that's terrible. I think he can fix that, right? I wouldn't have even attempted to do that. There's no way in hell. That's my opinion. What say you guys? Sorry you had to learn the hard way, says Zach. This is why I don't even touch dirt or concrete. That little bit of profit. Even half of that would have been probably too much. Literally half of that. If you get 5 tons of dirt, it would be a lot less than even half of that. It'd be a quarter of that. Unless you're running triaxles, you're playing with fire trying to haul dirt into concrete. We had one that was 20.2 tons last week with a truck weight of 78,000 pounds. What say you guys? Would you guys have hauled that? Mr. Trash, check this out. I don't know if you guys can. Why does this keep pulling up? I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. Now that everything is coming together, I've acquired 4 acres of land. Congratulations, man. Big props. I'm jealous, bro. Allowing me to increase my dumpster inventory and add 2 more new trucks. That's freaking awesome. Let's go. I love it. He's got an awesome setup. I love his trucks. I love his style. I love his just the way he does his trucks. They're looking really clean though. I believe his wife drives one of them too. Trash Monkey says that's awesome. I've been looking hard to find a piece of land so I can expand. How do you like the Chevy trucks? I think he loves them. For what I do, they're perfect, but I got two Peterbilts on the way. Okay, Mr. Trash going big with the Peterbilts. Got those Grimaldis. Very good looking truck. Let me know, guys. What do you guys think about his setup? I know he got a lot of hate for having a 4-door Chevy, but it doesn't seem to phase him whatsoever. He can pick up. I've seen him pick up some heavy stuff. So big congrats to him, man. Ooh, need some help, guys. How the hell did this happen? I would say something broke. The trailer was rear-ended about a week ago, but it's been running just fine. Um, yeah, I'm no mechanic, but that doesn't look just fine to me. He did. I do remember some of these comments. A lot of people were saying lack of maintenance. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I don't even know why, how lack of maintenance would do this, other than maybe not greasing it on a regular basis. I don't know. But some people explain it in the comments. Always someone. I maintenance my stuff every day. Yeah, lots of hate back and forth. The spindle is broken and or bad bearing. But how often is this trailer overloaded? And the last one, I believe. Nope. That's it, I believe. Well, that is a wrap, y'all. I don't know. That was a little bit. Let's go over a couple more of the comments. Exactly. My time is worth more now than when I started. Thankfully. Absolutely, man. And it's going to continue to be worth more and more. Um, as we continue to keep growing our businesses. 19% and only 10 notice. LOL. I like it the way it is. Give me a choice to upgrade, not force it. Being at or near the top of Google search and Google Ads was the biggest jump for me in my area. It seems like Facebook doesn't help much at all. So Adam Briggs, good point, man. When my limo company went to the top 3 of almost every single search keywords possible, is when my company became unstoppable. Like literally, my limo company was the one of the biggest or the biggest retail limo companies in DFW, and that's because 100%. Well, okay, I say 90%. I gave it to Google because of being in the top 3 for almost every single keyword I could think of. Mainly the first one, but definitely I would say top 3. As well as obviously my chauffeurs providing excellent service, the vehicles, the quality of the company, the what we stood for, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely, going organically to the top 3 in Google, not just Google Ads. I'm talking about organically in Google. Um, is the difference between $1 million company in revenue and probably $100,000 company in revenue. I'm just being completely honest. I'm not saying you can't get to $1 million in revenue or more without Google, but it would be a little bit easier, possibly. Um, yeah, you could do it absolutely. You can get in with some really good contractors. You can get in with some really good contracts that they have that you find. You can get in with some good government work. You can get in really good with some ground war, guerrilla marketing, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely, boots on the ground. But if you do guerrilla marketing and you combine it with really good search engine optimization or website presence, then you're really um, a presence to be not to be fooled around with. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'm getting tired, y'all. Yo, Thibodeau, what is going on? We are just about done. I'm about to clock it out for the night. For me, my website software is one of the most important tools in my business. Less than 100% increase in price is still more than worth it. Daniel, I think you nailed it on the head, bro. If you break it down and you say, okay, this software does this, and this for me, you don't even need to use all of the thousands of features or hundreds of features that a software like DRS offers. And this is not a sales pitch on DRS. This is not because this is me as a business owner. And this is me as a business owner just talking about software in general. But if you say, look, my software does website, how much does a website cost me? To build a website, a decent website, 2,000, 2,500 bucks. right? To build a website, to maintain it, to host it. I don't know. So you got website, you've got inventory management, you've got back end service, you've got your credit card processing all in one place. You've got if I were to do contracts, I used to use DocuSign. I think I used to pay $99 a month, and that was years ago. I can imagine how much DocuSign costs now. I'd say about 125 to 150 a month, right? To take contracts, digital signatures, all that stuff. Um, the reports, all that stuff, guys. And if the back end, the backbone, the skeleton of our company is our software, um, and also the front end of the company because it's also your website. Um, well, then you know a a $40 increase per month really to me is a drop in the bucket. But that's, and I don't mean that in the egotistical crazy like, oh, I got money, let me just throw away $40. No, but I'm saying like it's well worth it, and I understand that in today's economy, things need to change, and we need to. Um, Things are just getting more and more expensive. I know for a fact that our groceries went up more than 19%. So um, I know for a fact my prices, and I believe somebody I talked to, I won't say his name unless he wants to say it, but I know somebody I talked to today said his prices went up over 100% probably in the last couple of years. He raises rates up by a lot. Um, and it's up to you whether you want to continue doing business with somebody like that. Same as if, like I said, we raise our prices. It's up to our customers. It's up to our customers to dictate what we're worth. And if you don't think it's worth it, there's other options. There are. Unfortunately, there's not options like there used to be when I first started because there used to be DRS, and then there was Docket that used to charge $50 a month. Um, but they had very, very limited software. Now they've upped their game as far as software is concerned, but their pricing structure is completely different than DRS, and that's just something that I don't know. I don't. I don't know. But anyways, guys, with that, I'm gonna leave it at that. We could talk about this possibly next week. Let's give it a week to simmer, and maybe next week we'll talk about software. So make sure you like, subscribe, smash the notification bell, please, guys. Do me a favor if you get any kind of value from my videos whatsoever, please help me grow the channel by absolutely liking, subscribing, absolutely liking, thumbs upping, giving a thumbs up to the videos, and sharing them to your social media. I would absolutely appreciate it. Once again, guys, I hope you guys kill it this week. We will see you guys next Wednesday on the next live. Oh, one more. Thibodeau. All my software costs have gone up. Laser software, editing, you name it. Yeah, it's everything's gone up. Everything. So I can't blame a company for trying to stay alive. I went my I One more thing. I've talked about my truck wash. I was paying 100. What was I paying? I was paying $100 a month for my truck, unlimited truck washes, and then $80 a month for any other vehicles. So I had my first truck was $100 a month, and then my next two trucks were $80 a month. Well, Kevin goes with my new guy with Daniel, the new my new driver, to go get a truck wash last week, and they literally tell him the credit card on file declined. And Kevin calls me, I'm like, "No, the hell it did decline. My card did not decline. Like, what's going on?" So I call the guy. He's like, "Well, the card's not declined, but we canceled your membership." "Why the hell did you cancel my membership?" And he says he canceled my membership because the pricing has changed, and it's now 150 per truck, no discount for any subsequent vehicles. So 100, it went from 100 to $150 a month, and no warning whatsoever. They canceled my account. Wasn't why the hell are you telling my driver you're making me look like a chump saying my credit card declined? My card didn't decline. You decided to up my charge without notifying me and decided to literally just cancel my account whatsoever. And then so and he takes me back. He's like, "Sir, I'm so sorry, but please." This is the owner. He's like, "I just need you to understand. Like, I was struggling," and he opened up to me, and I felt really bad for him, and I felt like I felt bad that I was upset. But you can tell he was struggling. He's like, "It's costing me more to run this place now with the cost of equipment, with the cost of soap, all this stuff, and I just can't do it anymore." I said, "Okay, well, how you relate things to your customers, how you communicate things to your customers, really means a lot. And the way you did before was no good, but the way you talk to me now, I understand. And because of that, I want to support you as a small business. Plus, I still think $150 is still a steal, because if not, I'd be paying $65 to $80 for a truck wash. Um, anyways, um, it is what it is. That's the life we live right now. That's the country that we're in. Everything's more expensive. So, uh, hopefully, you guys got some value from that. Like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. We'll see you on the next one.